But we have more breaking news, this time out of Washington, D.C., a deadly shooting outside of the White House, and we are learning new information about the shooter.
NBC4's Conan Nolan joins us live from the newsroom with the latest on this. Conan.
That's right. So keep in mind that, as we reported, there was a shooting outside the White House around 3 o'clock our time, 6 o'clock Eastern time, at a checkpoint that the Secret Service has there. An individual walked up, took a gun out, started firing. Secret Service unshielded or took out their service revolvers, returned fire, killing the man, who has now been identified. According to NBC News, his name is Nasir Best. He has apparently a history with local law enforcement, that is D.C. police, and it is believed he has a history of mental health concerns. Once again, this is according to NBC News' Tom Winter, who's the chief investigative producer for NBC News, that there were no Secret Service officers hit in this altercation. There was apparently a bystander who was struck. This is at 17th and Pennsylvania, right at the White House. This is an NBC News reporter who heard the gunfire and then started to flee. Those reporters who were lined up for live shots in front of the White House, they ended up in the media briefing room at the White House, taken there by Secret Service when they heard the weapons fire. But once again, this individual, Nasir Best, an individual known to Metropolitan Police in Washington, apparently with numerous interactions. They believe he had mental health issues. He is deceased. Another person was injured. We do not know their condition. Now, this takes place at the same time. There was lots of news being made out of the White House, an unusual Saturday conference call that the President of the United States had with a number of countries in the Middle East, with the President announcing an agreement to stop the hostilities and open the Strait of Hormuz with Iran. That agreement will be announced soon. President sending out a social media post saying final aspects and details of the deal are currently being discussed, according to the president. Mr. Trump said on social media with no details. He had spoken with the leaders from Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Pakistan, Turkey, Egypt, Jordan, Bahrain, and separately with Israel. He described it as a memorandum of understanding pertaining to peace. Those are his words, but it still must be finalized by the U.S., Iran, other countries. There was no mention of Iran's nuclear program, and Iran has not discussed this. We have not heard from them at all, and we have not heard as well from Israel. Back to you.
All right, as you point out, Conan, a very, very busy weekend, very busy Saturday.